Welcome to Rajendra Tandon videos. We continue the saga of the war fought by Rama with Ravana, the king of Lanka, in order to get freedom for Sita. The fight has been going on for a long time. Ravana has lost most of his kith and kin, all the famous generals. Writes Valmiki, Ravana heard the pathetic cries of the widows of Lanka, but stayed unmoved. He fretted, fumed, and in his anger bit his lips and mumbled orders to three of his remaining commanders, Mahodara, Mahapashva, and Virupaksha, to lead their forces to fight. This rigidity of Ravana was born out of his lust for Sita, was born out of his feeling that he could defeat Ram and that he had done no wrong. His arrogance. The three generals stood with folded hands in their king's presence. Laughing aloud, Ravana said, "Today I shall dispatch Ram and Lakshmana to Yamalok with my arrows. I shall avenge the death of Khara, Kumbhakarna, Prahasta and Indrajit. My arrows will hide the sky like the clouds. The heavens, ocean, and all the directions will become invisible under the shower of my arrows. Riding my chariot that runs faster than the wind, I shall annihilate the Vanara Sena." Please note the language which Valmiki wrote. It's precise, it's picturesque, it's compact, it's excellent literature. Ravana continued, "Today I shall wipe the tears of all the widows and mothers who have lost their husbands or sons. The battlefield will soon be carpeted with the Vanara bodies." Despite the ill omens that greeted them, the Rakshasa forces moved towards the battlefield with great speed. The battlefield resounded with the sound of drums, conches, mridanga, and the noise of the Rakshasas. As Ravan was busy killing the Vanara soldiers, Sugriv took on Virupaksha and, after a fierce fight and bloodshed, killed the Rakshasa warrior with a fatal blow on his skull. As Virupaksha lay dead, Mahodara took his place and challenged Sugriv. They fought with maces, with fists and slaps. This was followed by a sword fight, which ended in Sugriva's victory and Mahodara's death. Angad took on Mahaparshva and indulged in a fierce fight with spears. Ultimately, the Vanara prince hit the enemy warrior with a fist on his chest, near his heart, and killed him. Ravana saw his generals being killed in front of his eyes. He directed his charioteer to move his vehicle to the front, saying, "Today I shall uproot Rama, the tree that could bear fruit through the delicate flower, Sita." What an image! A man bearing a delicate fruit through a woman by impregnating her. Rama, the tree that could bear fruit through the delicate flower, Sita. What a poetic language. What an image. It astounds me. Uttering these words in a fiery voice, Ravana sped towards Rama, the whir of his wheels echoing in the battlefield. The ground shook below its wheels, clearing the field of the Vanaras coming in his path. Ravana stood facing Ram and Lakshmana, who stood like Indra, and his younger brother Upendra. Rama repeatedly pulled at his bowstring, producing a sound that pierced even the center of the earth. Ravana too produced a similar sound in response to the challenge. Standing opposite the Raghava princes, Ravana looked like Rahu obstructing the sun and the moon. Ravana shot several powerful arrows at Rama, who cut them to pieces with his spears. Each of them was fighting to kill the other. The air was so covered by their arrows that nothing else could be seen. One good image after another. Both the warriors were renowned archers, dexterous in the art of warfare, writes Valmiki. They were skilled in the use of different types of weapons. They traversed the battlefield with enthusiasm and confidence. A river of clashing arrows followed them, just like waves rolling over each other, pushed by stormy winds at the confluence of the oceans. Ravana hit Rama on his face and forehead mercilessly, but Ram was not perturbed. He pulled a few arrows out of his quiver, invoked the Rudrashtra, and released them in Ravana's direction. The arrows hit Ravana's impenetrable armor but could not pierce it. To counter Rama's weapons, Ravana released a ferocious weapon known as Asurastra. He released arrows with heads of tigers, lions, herons, vultures, eagles, jackals, wolves, pigs, dogs, crocodiles, and cobras. Defending himself from the Asurastra, Ram released Agneastra that released arrows carrying the shape and power of Agni, sun, moon, the crescent, comets, planets, stars, and lightning. Valmiki's imagination is running riot to imagine weapons of such a variety. Rama's Agneastra destroyed the powerful arrows earlier released by Ravana, which melted into vapors. Beautiful image. The Rakshas Raj was angry beyond measure. He attacked Ram with various weapons such as thunderbolts, maces, hammers, axes, snares, goads, and swords. The doomsday winds appeared to be blowing. However, Rama used the Gandharvastra and destroyed all of Ravana's devastating weapons. This infuriated Ravan even more and enticed him to use the Suryastra that released brilliant fiery discs. They resembled the sun, the planets and stars, and illuminated the sky. However, these two were destroyed by Rama before they could cause any harm. Rama made a frontal attack and grievously injured Ravana. Simultaneously, Lakshmana released 7 arrows and tore the enemy king's ensign, beheaded his charioteer, and cut Ravan's bow, thick as an elephant's trunk, into pieces. Vibhishana used his mace and struck Ravana's massive horses, dark as the clouds, and killed them, all of them. An infuriated Ravana jumped from his chariot and fired a flaring Shakti as powerful as thunderbolt at his brother. However, Lakshmana intercepted this Shakti and destroyed it with 3 arrows from his quiver. The Shakti, garlanded in gold, broke into 3 parts and fell on the ground like lightning full of sparks. Ravana made another effort to kill Vibhishana using another invincible Shakti. However, Lakshmana moved and stood in front of Vibhishana to Ravan's utter fury. Calling Lakshmana a foolish warrior, Ravana fired the Shakti at the Raghava prince. This Shakti had been devised by Maya Sura, and with a thundering sound it hit Lakshmana hard in his chest, rendering him unconscious. Rama, who was standing nearby, pulled the weapon out of his brother's chest and broke it into 2. As Ravana kept shooting arrows at Rama all this while, taking Lakshmana close to his heart, Rama asked Hanuman and Sugriv to cover him from further injury and declared, "The long-awaited moment to display my prowess has arrived. It is time for the evil Dashagriv to leave his mortal body. Like the Chataka waiting for the clouds at the end of summer, I have looked forward to this moment. I vow with you all as my witness that now either Ram will live in the world or Ravan. I have suffered an exile from my kingdom, declared Ram. Life in the forest, wanderings in the Dandaka Aranya, Sita's abduction and a fight against the Rakshasas from time to time. I have had enough, and by killing Ravana on the battlefield, I shall be rid of all my sufferings. Ravana, because of whom I gathered such a large force, killed Vali in a battle and crowned Sugriv, and because of whom we built a bridge on the ocean, he stands in front of me. Now is the time for his end. O brave and fierce Vanaras, said Ram, you shall watch the battle between Ram and Ravana today, where I shall display valor that could be talked of by gods and human beings as long as the earth survives. They will tell tales of how this battle was fought and won. Saying this, Rama attacked Ravana ferociously and forced him to leave the battlefield. Lakshmana was revived with the herbs brought by Hanuman and found Rama sitting morose on this account. He said, Arya, you have been very truthful and have promised Bibhishana the kingdom of Lanka after killing Ravana. The truthful fulfill their promise even in the most adverse of circumstances. I want to see Ravana killed before sunset. Fulfill my prayers, brother, as also your vow to Bibhishana. It is time Maithili be rescued from the clutches of Rakshasas. We continue. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram.